Welcome back, everybody, to another chilling chapter of Real Estate UnRaked, where we keep the lights dim, the stories real, and as we continue our scary story series, where every tale is pulled straight from the dark corners of the housing market.
Tonight, we're venturing into the world of foreclosures, the deals that haunt buyers, sellers, and even agents when the market takes a turn. We'll uncover how it happens, what to watch for, and how, if you're smart, you can turn someone's nightmare into your opportunity.
And there's no better place to set the scene than right here in Northeast Florida Orange Park, a town where history, growth, and hidden gems line every street. From the quiet riverfront homes to neighborhoods rebounding stronger than ever, we're digging into what makes this area one of the most compelling markets in the region.
So grab your coffee or maybe something stronger and settle in, because in this episode, we're peeling back the curtain on the foreclosure process, the myths that scare buyers away, and the strategies that can turn a spooky situation into a success story.
Dun dun.
So this is Real Estate UnRaked. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to the show. And today we have a new co-host and a new team member we'd like to introduce. It's Bridget Hodges. Hey, Bridget.
It's me. Hello.
Welcome.
Everyone.
Hi, Bridget.
So tell us about you a little bit.
Oh, man. There's a lot. Kind of. Originally from Illinois and Texas. Long story. Okay. But I kind of call those to my two home. But I ended up in Northeast Florida, and it is easily my new home. I love it so much. I've been doing real estate for a little over a year now. I was solely working with investors and selling as-is properties. So flips, rentals, buy and holds, anything under the sun. I know how to run those numbers and hit those sales. So
Awesome.
I'm happy we're talking about foreclosure. That's something I'm very familiar with.
I'm glad you're here to talk about that. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What made you decide to leave that investor world and get into like general real estate?
Yeah. So where I was coming from specifically, I was only be able to do the selling part and some deals. So I wanted to expand that. So, after an investor was done flipping the house, or they wanted to buy another property for renters and like keep growing their portfolio, I wanted to be able to do more and be a jack of all trades, right? So I just wanted to, again, expand my strengths and learn more. And then also just get into residential as well, because that's also a totally different ballgame than investing. So I just want to be able to do it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the team. I'm
Thank you for having
super
me.
excited to have your expertise on the team. And,
Yeah.
the stuff that you want to get out of it and the stuff that you're bringing, it's going to equal out. I'm really, really excited to add that to the group. And
thank you for letting me be on the team.
I
I'm
know.
so happy. I love this team already.
Oh,
We've
we
got
have
some
fun.
more young
So
energy.
great.
We have
And
a
now
good
you
time.
have a third B. So now you have Brooke, Brittany, and Bridget.
I know.
BBB.
So now it's going to be a tongue
BBB.
twister here. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it.
Bring the power. Bring the power.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
I'll be the triplet. It's triplets now. They're
Got it.
not twins. It's triplets.
Oh, goodness.
here we go.
We have a lot of people, of friends that think they're triplets with us.
They do.
That's like
Well,
they all say
I'll
that.
be the Rakers one. I'll be
Perfect.
the separate triplet here in this world.
Okay. Perfect.
I like it. So guess what, ladies? I got a dad joke for you.
Oh, Lord.
We're ready.
You
I
ready?
hope everyone else is ready for this.
Why do realtors make terrible secret agents?
Pause for effect.
Because they always let the house talk.
Oh my gosh.
All right, moving on.
I'm gonna
You're
use
going to
it.
have to replay
I'll
that.
use
for
that
some-
one.
So let's jump to our first segment tonight and talk about scary stories in the real estate market.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I have one from Jacksonville, Florida, from a friend of mine that's in the business, and he wanted me to share it tonight. So
Oh,
I'm going to
man.
share it with you. All right.
Ooh, this one's going to be good.
Jacksonville, Florida can be a heavenly place, warm weather, sunny beaches, and the attractions make it a great place to live. But a mother and a son had a hellish home buying experience there. They made a verbal agreement with a supposed friend, but there were hidden secrets about the property. The Florida statute of fraud requires the real estate transactions to be in writing to be fully enforceable. Okay. The mother and the son didn't know this and continued anyway, waiving a professional title search before making any agreement to make a down payment on the home and pay off the remaining balance of the sale price of the home in monthly installments. After several months of payments and no major issues, they discovered some hidden pieces of the property's past. Ooh,
Oh no.
judgments, huh? Even more shocking was the fact that the friend was not the true owner of the home, and he was also currently incarcerated. Not a very good friend, right?
Oh my
gosh. The mother and son were left to fend for themselves. Isn't that crazy? That's scary.
That's
It-
terrifying.
The moral of the story is, and we all know need to have this because we're real estate agents, and we know this because we go through the ethics course and everything else. We always get something in writing, and we never ever accept verbal agreements.
Mhm.
Always have it in writing. Have a pen with you everywhere.
So there is a scary story for you. So remember, everything's in writing. Let's get it signed. We got to jump into foreclosures. All right. Opportunity or illusion. So there's a lot of buzz right now about foreclosures and deals hitting the market, but the reality isn't what most buyers think. We're going to separate the myth from the truth, understand the foreclosure process, learn what these properties can actually do for us as far as smart opportunities, or whether it's going to be a big pile of money, a money pit, that kind of thing. What is a foreclosure?
Well, a person, okay, I'm going to explain this as if you were a fifth grader.
Yes.
Okay.
Please do.
So, a foreclosure is when a person loses their house because they couldn't keep up with their payments. So, the bank took the house back.
Okay. That's straightforward, pretty simple. Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. What's a pre-foreclosure? Because we see that a lot on the MLS.
Okay. So, when I was doing my little research for
No, you're
this,
fine.
I liked how I could find that they said this was kind of like a grace period.
So pre-foreclosure, when a house goes into foreclosure, it's gone through several different steps to get to that point. Okay. You have what we see, and I'm sure people see on the third-party websites and a few other things, they'll see a house that says pre-foreclosure.
Yeah.
That is where the owner is behind on payments, but technically still owns the home. When you're in a foreclosure situation, banks has it now. It's kind of where we're at. All right. Short sale, pretty much the same situation with the pre-foreclosure. Is somebody still there, or they may not be, and they just kind of walked away from it. Short sale and how that works. I don't want to get too far off the beat. I purchased a short sale back in 2016. And what I did is I made an offer, and what the bank was going to willingly accept for the value was less than what they currently had the value held and what was owed on it on the note. They took that loss. The bank did. So that's a short sale. Short sales means selling below what the note is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you got an auction and sheriff's sale, which is an auction thing. And you're going to see that a lot. You know, our teammate Pam talked about that this morning in our meeting. Was you're going to see a lot of foreclosures and stuff. Banks have their own private national MLS where you're going to see a lot of these foreclosures go to auction versus the last couple years where they really didn't do that and kept it internal in the market, and all of us would pick it up. Investors would pick it up, that kind of thing. So now you're going to see more of it investor heavy across the national MLS that they have to promote these foreclosures. So they're going to be kind of quick, short, and sweet. Why do you think a foreclosure is a good deal? Bridget, go ahead.
Well, usually you can get probably 10 to 30% less than the actual price or similar homes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could be more direct with the seller too and negotiate them down a little bit more.
True. You
Yeah.
can do that. Yes.
Like there's a lot more room for negotiation because those people in those pre-foreclosure situations or, foreclosures, the worst thing that could happen to them is bankruptcy. So they're willing to take anything that they can get at this point.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. So let's challenge that. Okay. The myth that usually people say, because we literally just covered this.
mhm,
Foreclosures sell for pennies on the dollar.
that's not
That's not
necessarily true.
That's the myth,
Mm-mm.
right? The reality of it is in 2025, most foreclosures sell close to market value because of why? Because the inventory is kind of still low. Investors compete heavily for them. Banks price them based on current appraisals. All right. The condition, as far as the reality goes, these homes often sell as is. All right. We're seeing that a lot. They deferred the maintenance, damage, or missing appliances are a common thing. Repairs often offset the savings. So, I mean, do you really think there's a lot of money to be saved with foreclosures?
Not necessarily.
No, not really.
Sometimes those people in those situations have a hard time upkeeping the property itself. You know what I mean? Especially if if they're having a harder time with their mortgage, there could be an outdated HVAC system that you'll have to worry about replacing, leaks in the roof. So those
Okay.
have probably haven't been touched in a while.
Right.
So you can assume that.
Roof.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a pool,
Pool. Oh my gosh, pool.
definitely probably needs to be remarcited, pool equipment, stuff like that. Everybody thought it was a good idea to get a pool back then or buy a house with a pool and realize it's like a boat.
A lot of work.
And easy to rack up the number depending on what work needs to be done on the pool.
Yep, definitely. So we're going to talk about different ways to buy a foreclosure. Okay. So pre-foreclosure short sale, you're directly negotiating with the seller and their lender before the home really goes to auction. You can potentially have less competition, more flexibility. Process can take months. So it's definitely going to be some patience. So it's definitely not going to be a 30-day deal on a short sale. I know when I bought my house in 16, it was a 70-day deal because you had to go through the bank and a few other things, even though I was still kind of dealing with the seller a little bit.
Yeah.
Still had to deal with the bank and everything. Talk to me about auction purchases.
Auction purchases usually are all cash sales, limited or really no inspections. And then it can be risky for first-time buyers, or it's often dominated by experienced investors. So it's kind of a tough market for any of the newbie investors.
No doubt. Bank-owned REO properties.
It's listed on their MLS like any other home. So, but it's still going to be an as-is property. But the nice part about those is that the bank will clear the title and handle all the liens on that deal, which is awesome because you might not necessarily get that on the pre-foreclosure. So you'll have to check with that. But once it's on bank-owned, that's pretty much handled all for you.
Let's talk about hidden costs that buyers usually overlook when it comes to this, because they get the old fancy, hey, it's a pre-foreclosure short sale. Going back to that myth, pennies on dollars, save some money. Let's benefit from somebody else's. What was that phrase? You benefit from somebody else's.
Was this Dawn's phrase?
No, that's not Don's phrase.
I don't remember.
Why do I know? I've heard it before.
I have too, but I don't know.
Garrett, do you know?
I know it's gonna bother me. We'll catch it soon.
Okay.
If it comes up in the middle, just scream it at me, okay? Oh, you benefit from somebody's misfortune
Are you sure?
Yeah.
or bad times. I don't know.
Mistake? No. Mistakes.
It kind of
That's
sounds
rough.
like the quote, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
There you go.
It does sound like
sounds
that.
like.
Well, I tell you what, if you guys know the phrase, leave a comment for us, okay? That way I can correct myself. Let's talk about hidden costs that buyers usually overlook. So repairs and renovations are usually the biggest thing. Budgets are at least 10 to 20% for unexpected issues. You got inspection limitations. You might not be able to inspect the property before purchase.
May I say a tip?
Oh,
If
absolutely.
if people are gonna do it out there with investments, I would say the buyer walk with a contractor. Like if you have someone that you trust and you can walk around with them and they can at least give you a rough number of what needs to be done, like they could maybe see subflooring issues that, or maybe termite damage, something along those lines, walk with a professional.
Yeah.
That will save you so much time and see if it's even worth it on the deal. And then you can kind of estimate how much extra you need
It's
to
great.
do the house. So
And
just walk with a contractor.
I know that you probably have a lot of relationships with that. We've got several people that's on our vendor list that we will reach out to. So if you're interested in that and we go look at that, I just give them a call and they come over.
For sure.
They love to do that.
Especially with newer people too, or like newer buyers just in general. Like, hey, I got somebody. See if they can come walk a house for like 30 minutes. And if they're in the area, it's really not a big deal. You learn a lot just by having them there. So.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mhm.
And we don't need to say, hey, this is not the one, or it is. We'll let the contractor put the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Exactly. Exactly.
So here's another big thing. And it's already a big thing anyway for any home buyer here in Florida is insurance costs. But some foreclosures can't qualify for standard homeowners insurance until all those repairs are made. And as a buyer, you wouldn't want to make any repairs on a home until you actually own it, right? There's nothing worse than trying to repair something through the process of a contract and then the deal breaks away. I would never, ever suggest a buyer to make repairs on a house they don't own.
Yeah.
That's the risk.
So, and usually if you're doing a loan, you got to have binded insurance to close the deal. That's a huge thing. The holding cost. If you plan to renovate, remember taxes, utilities, HOA fees, this property is going to be vacant and you're going to have to stay somewhere else and you're going to have to pay like you live there. So make sure you have that in your budget. And that's just, a lot of people don't think that. When does a foreclosure make sense?
Maybe you want to do house flipping. And if you're an investor or handiwork looking for a project to do, you got a lot of time on your hands.
Well, maybe when you have access to cash or renovation loans, you can do an FHA 203K or a Fannie Mae homestyle loan. We can get with lenders and find out other things that you can do that. If you plan to live in a home long term and can handle the gradual repairs. Oh my gosh, I did that on that house that I bought, that short sale.
Oh, really?
Every year I was building it. And that's when I had Chloe. My wife was not happy that
Oh
she
no.
had, okay, I was renovating the main bathroom, and the master suite only had a shower, so no tub. And we had a newborn. Obviously, we were giving her a bath in the kitchen sink, right?
Right.
Well, problem was I was renovating that too.
Oh, my
Oh no.
So little Chloe with a hose?
So no, little Chloe got the kitchen sink for a little bit because Dad had to hurry up and get the bathtub done.
Right.
And
Right.
the bathroom done. So I was getting a look from Mama. But we got, let's just say,
Those are good stories. Good stories.
those renovation repairs did not take very long to get done.
Yeah.
I bet not.
Oh gosh.
So what else we got here? So the local market reality. So we're going to talk about Clay County, Jacksonville, Northeast Florida on foreclosures. And right now, foreclosures aren't flooding our market in Northeast Florida. And do you know why that may be? Have you ran into this? I know you've been dealing with a lot of investors, Bridget.
Yeah.
It's just been kind of common. There hasn't been a huge surge
It
of
just
that.
hasn't been a big surge. I
Well-
mean, I think homes are priced really well here too in Northeast Florida.
They
To
are.
the fact where like investors feel like, yeah, that they can get them from a regular agent, they can get them from wholesalers or whatever. They're just priced well. I haven't
Yeah.
seen that many. I feel like I've crossed more pre-foreclosures than actual bank owned,
Okay.
to be honest. Yeah.
I have a feeling as prices still reduced because
Mhm.
we're starting to see that price change. I think
Right.
I read a report just this week that we've seen an average of around 14% a reduction in home prices right now.
Yeah.
And a 22% increase in home inventory. So that's not really going to increase the foreclosures. But as
Right.
these prices decrease, these people that have purchased these houses 2 years or less, the values is hurting them a little bit.
Mhm.
So they're going to have to stay in these homes a little bit longer to develop that equity.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big thing. And we're actually going to cover that in the next episode regarding interest rates and how you can use that as a powerful tool for you right now to buy. But in 2025, foreclosures levels kind of remain historically low due to the high home equity and job stability. Now, I know a lot of people talking about the unemployment rate going up, but for the most part, everybody's still working and
Yeah.
everything's doing great. Many foreclosures listing online are actually pre-foreclosure short sales or, one of those clickbait lead sites.
Never fall for those.
Never. Just call us.
Seriously, it's that easy.
Yeah. And the other thing is, buyers can still find value opportunity, but they're usually from motivated sellers, not necessarily foreclosures. And that's a huge topic. Our team's got 8 listings right now. Okay. How many of our sellers are motivated to sell right now? Every single one of them.
Mhm.
Are they willing to negotiate? Yes, they are. I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't know how many times I have a conversation with them on a weekly basis. Just get people in there. Don't worry about the price. Get in there, make an offer, do something. Everybody's afraid of these interest rates and they do not think they're going to get value right now. I'm going to tell you, go out and do it. It's a buyer's market.
It is.
You can negotiate. Let's bring the negotiation word back into the deals.
Just take action. You
Yes.
never know what can come out of it right now.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's jump into our featured property of this episode. I did it again. Featured area, not featured property. I did it
I didn't
last
even catch
episode.
that.
Oh my
I did it the
goodness.
episode before.
Get it.
That's just like what I was talking to you guys earlier. Brooke and Brittany, I never messed up your guys' names for almost a year. And then one day I did it like 5 times.
You need another sip of
deprivation.
caffeine?
No, I'm good,
Get
Garrett.
me another one right
He
now.
was gonna do
Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad.
Oh no.
All
Out of
right.
the camera.
So let's talk about Orange Park, Florida. All right. That's going to be our featured area right now. Orange Park, Florida is like in the middle of everything right now.
It
right?
has
It's
everything.
It
So
does.
yeah, I agree with that.
So
Has
let's,
some great schools,
yeah.
great athletics.
There's good shopping. There's things to do. It's not like you have to drive all the way to downtown Jacksonville or drive 40 minutes to the beach. Like you can have a fun weekend
Yeah.
in Orange Park
You
and
can.
stay there.
So was it every third Sunday they have a huge
Yeah, the festival right there by the town hall.
The town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right across the
Mhm.
street from our brokerage.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a lot of vendors that show up there. They do the fall festival. They have like a market,
Yeah.
like a
It's
fresh market.
always packed.
Always packed.
Always.
I feel like too, Orange Park's really good for young families.
You're
I've
right.
seen a lot of young
Yeah, I
families
agree.
here, and I've been selling. They're just, like you said, good school systems, and the homes aren't priced too crazy in certain areas.
You have an array of older homes
Mhm.
that are in very well established markets. You actually also have newer communities on the outlining areas of Orange Park as well. You have Orange Park Country Club, which no longer has a golf course. They do have a new country club that's called the Grove. You go in
That's
there.
fun.
Yeah, it's kind of
Do you
neat,
have to be a
right?
member?
Yeah, it's a membership thing, but they have this huge pickleball facility.
Fun.
It's all
Ooh.
indoors.
Wow.
Love pickleball.
They have a huge fitness facility, and they're going to have a disc golf course.
Disc golf.
Disc
Yeah.
golf.
Mm.
Do you know what
That's
disc
not very
golf?
common, is it?
Disc golf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got suckered into doing it.
You did?
Yeah,
When?
about a year and a half ago.
Do you still keep up?
No, I haven't played in a year.
It seems
Oh my
tough.
goodness.
Trying to get in that little chain thing.
It is. You know, and I
Whatever
probably
that's
made
called.
the worst comment you can ever make when you get with your buddies. Hey, come on, try this. And I said the frisbee golf thing. I was like blasphemy.
I was just about to say that. It's like borderline frisbee.
That's
but
exactly what it is. But these frisbees do different things.
They're like heavy too, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
They like curve and they.
Oh yeah.
I can knock you out.
I don't want to talk about it because it'll really bring out the nerdness. And
Let's do a team bonding disc golf. I would try.
I would
Yeah.
rather we should do pickleball.
Or that.
Yes.
pickleball.
Oh,
You guys
yeah,
would
we
get
can do that.
destroyed in pickleball.
Britt and
But-
I on a team. Y'all are done.
Destroyed.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But they also have at this facility, the Grove, an indoor like simulator for golf and disc golf.
Nice.
I could work on my golf game. Where's this at and how much does it cost?
Orange Park Country Club. It's the gated community over there. So you take Kingsley from
We-
17. And
We did a
We
walkthrough
did a.
Wednesday video over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's right there.
Okay.
What else
Fun.
does Orange Park have that a lot of these other areas don't have? I mean, granted, over in Jacksonville, you got the Avenues Mall, right?
So we have the Orange Park Mall.
We have the Orange Park Mall, and they just turned 50 years this year. We just had a gala there for the
We
Clay
did.
County Chamber.
Their decorations for it was absolutely gorgeous. They did a really, really good job with the setup.
Yeah, and there's new ownership over there, so they're starting to bring a lot of cool
They're
things.
reviving the malls.
They are.
There
That-
was
it
a
needs
little
to come back.
downturn, and now, yeah. I used to be at a
Good.
mall like every weekend.
I remember when Britt and I were young. That was the thing to do back
It's
then.
the
Just
hangout
go to the
spot.
mall.
Bring
Yeah.
it back. Orange Park Mall's bringing it back. You
Online
heard it here
shopping.
first.
There you go. There you go. There you go. If you want that old Florida kind of style community, Orange Park would probably be the place to go.
I feel
I
like Orange Park isn't fully like upgraded like like the town center is, I guess, is kind of a way to say it. Orange Park still has that old Florida vibe
Exactly.
where it's nothing and
It's a slower pace.
it is kind of don't get rush hour traffic, but everything else, yeah.
Stay away from Blanding and you're good.
Yeah.
Blanding, sometimes 17. I mean, you got the base that's right across 295. You got
Yeah.
S.A. Jacks is
Oh,
right
yeah.
there. So you've got a lot of residents over here that live and right here and work at the base. So you've got that little bit to deal with, but I know they're improving that. The 23 highways improving that. But what the other thing you got riverfront living too.
I was just about to say that. I don't know what the road's called, but right over there behind Moose Haven,
Yeah.
gorgeous houses overlooking the river, see the Buckman Bridge.
Isn't it River Road?
River Road.
River
That is
Road?
correct.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be wrong.
That
No,
makes
you-
sense if it were
you're
River
right.
Road.
Yeah, it is.
It's beautiful back there.
Yeah, River Road's nice, and then Moose Haven is the retirement community.
Yep.
They've invested a lot of money on that, so that's a really really nice place. And then if you go further down, and in between like the quiet areas, you run into several condos on the water.
Mhm.
So the waterfront properties advance. You can have anything that you want there. And then if you're an investor looking to buy and rehab homes, there's a lot of people that are buying these things, tearing them down and putting newer homes up. Just a lot of opportunity here.
It's just well established. It's a jack of all trades. I would say Orange Park is.
It's like an outlining suburb of a major city
Mhm.
that has that quiet feel, but you're not that far away from everything.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I think one of my favorite parts of Orange Park, and I think is kind of slept on a little bit, is, gosh, I don't even know if this neighborhood has a name. It's the neighborhood over there on the Doctor's Lake side of 17, where Milwaukee's at.
You know, I don't know off the top of my head,
I don't know what road that's called.
but
Um,
I know what you're talking about because that's the way you guys take to go to softball and stuff that
yeah,
way.
Yeah. And they put a boardwalk up now, which is fantastic. It's
Oh, it's
really, really
beautiful.
pretty. And
Yeah.
there's just trees overhanging everywhere, palm trees, every tree on top of the water.
Mm.
And then just it's such a pretty neighborhood.
It's funny. I didn't really even think about that. That you also, besides the river, you got the west side of Doctor's Lake.
Yeah.
That's all Orange Park.
With fantastic schools. What do you have? Lakeside Elementary, Junior High, St. John's Country Day School,
Mhm.
Orange Park High School, Ridgeview.
bunch of really, really good schools.
The schools in Florida are just great.
They are.
I haven't heard anything bad.
Especially
about anything.
Northeast Florida.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
And-
wonderful.
I might be biased, but the athletics are really good here too.
Well, good. So, yeah, if you're in the market for a home in Orange Park, Florida, or you want more information, give us a call. We'll give you all the details about that and help you find anything that you want in the Orange Park area and surrounding areas need be, because guess what? We live here. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up today's episode for us. We talked about a little bit of foreclosures. We went ahead and gave you a scary story, which I need to get more details on, which I will.
We need a part 2 for that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
wanna know
I'll
how that
find
turned
out about it. And we got to introduce everybody to Bridget. And she's going to be amazing for us on the show and on our team. So we're looking forward to have that. We touched base on Orange Park. I think that was good. So keep this in mind. Download, listen, subscribe, leave comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. And we'll make sure that we share it and go from there. But until next week, we'll see everybody soon.
See y'all later.
Bye.